It's
So guys, this is Megan. Some of you may know Megan from being around
yeah.
and supporting us and being not only a client, but also a team member for quite some time. And now Megan has fulfilled another C-type goal, which she's going to share with us. But Megan, let's start with, there's a lot of people watching you. They don't know who you are. Where did Kale come from? Just give us some few words about what you do and where you're based, just so that people know who you are.
All righty. Thank you so much for having me on. All right, I'm going to tell a really long story shortly.
Shortly.
Is that even English? All right. Well, thank you for having me and welcome everybody. I am Megan. I currently live in Orlando, Florida in the States. I love it. It's beautiful. I am 34 years old now, stay-at-home mom. I have a 2-year-old daughter, and I have my own skincare and cosmetics business. So it's an MLM, and I absolutely love it because we have magical products. I'm obsessed with them.
Lipstick.
And I know lipstick that doesn't come off, makeup that doesn't come off, life changing as a girl. So long story short is before I met Eva, I felt so stuck and so frustrated and so lost. Like the best analogy I can give you of how I felt is like walking in the dark in a really dark room and you just like, where's the light switch? How come I can't figure this out? And I used to watch Bob Proctor every single day. I'd watch all the videos and I'm like, okay, in the next video, they're going to tell me how to be successful. Like the next one, like somewhere the secret is there and I'm going to find it on my own. And it didn't work, obviously. And I felt so lost, and I had tried so many different businesses. I mean, all the infomercials that come on late at night, like stuff the envelopes and people will send you money and do this business and you'll drive a Lamborghini within a month, like all these crazy ideas because I was so desperate to change. I wanted to change everything in my life, but nothing was changing. I just kept like chasing a carrot everywhere. I'm like, this is ridiculous. And it just made me so frustrated and so sad inside. And I'm a very happy go lucky, easygoing person. And I was just like, I almost felt like I was dying on the inside because I knew there was more. I knew I could do more. I knew I had all these gifts and talents, but then how do you bring them to the surface? What do you do with them? What? I was so lost. I had so many questions. And so,
Did you
yeah.
say that you tried quite a few network marketing businesses and nothing happened?
Well, there was one I had success with. So what happened was I got really excited about it. And then I had some success. I made a few $1,000s in a month. But then since that was like out of my normal behavior, the next month I went back to zero. I was
Yes.
like, what happened? And I was like, okay, I'm broken. Something's wrong with me. Success is not for me. And I was telling myself that, but then a little part of me wasn't giving up hope because I knew there was somebody or something out there that would help me. And our paths crossed, and before they did, actually, in my company, I couldn't sell $300 in a month. $300, like in 30 days, I couldn't do it. I was doing all the action. I was showing up on Facebook Lives. I was doing all the trainings, going to all the trainings. I went to California. I went to Oklahoma. Like I did all the things they told me to do, and I couldn't sell anything. And I was just about to give up. And I met you, and you're like, you're not broken. You're fine. I was like, oh, thank God. I thought there was something wrong with me. And you showed me a step-by-step process of how to be successful, how to change the inside first so that the outside matches. So within a very short space of time, so I did my business before I met you for about 10 months. And in those 10 months, I think I managed to sell about $8,000 or $9,000 in products. And then 2.5 months after I met you, 2.5 months, I sold $18,000 worth of products.
Wow.
What?
Hold on.
It's crazy.
Let's bear with that for a second. That's like
Yeah.
what, 3 times, 4 times?
A lot more times.
Okay, no, hold on. Within 2.5 months, you made more than within 1 year. Is that correct? Yeah.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
In 2.5 months. And then once I hit my goal, I was like, there's still 3 more weeks left. So I was pushing for my really, really stretch goal and I missed it only by a few $100s. But I wasn't even sad about it. I was like, I know what I'm capable of now because the next 3 months, the next quarter, I can go for it and surpass it. It was just like a whole new Megan. I get chills just thinking about it. It was like a whole new way of thinking and not limiting myself and just like being myself and excited. And when you're like that, when you're a true self, people feel it. You
Yeah.
become like magnetic and
Yeah.
infectious. And they're like, I want whatever she has, whatever she has, I want to buy it and I want it because I just want it. So that's what started happening. I just started attracting customers to me and their friends would tell their friends about me. And it's just like a ripple effect. It's amazing. It's so amazing. It's
So
not magic. It's just science. There's a
it's
step-by-step process.
it's
And
total sense. Tell us a
yeah,
little bit about, we're going to get back to your goals and your achievements in the next few
yeah,
minutes, but tell us a little bit about that. This is decisive moment because a lot of people are looking at
yeah,
us, and today is the day when they're making decision.
yeah,
It's like the little voice within tells them do it, and then there's pile of paradigm, maybe even their environment, their spouse, their partners are don't do it, it's too
yeah.
expensive. What, like, tell us a little bit about like how you felt and what did paradigm tell you, and like how did you get yourself on the other side?
So you get to a point where you're desperate for change. I was talking to my dad about this yesterday. I was saying to him, I said, have you ever heard the saying, when the student is ready, the teacher or the mentor appears?
Yeah.
You have to be ready. It's not like a wishy-washy decision, like I kind of want change, I kind of don't, I'm kind of comfortable. No, I want change now. And that's the day I decided I want change now. I don't know from where or who, how it's going to happen. I needed change to happen that day. And I just decided before I even knew like how it was actually going to happen. I just got to a place where you just get tired of living the same type of life, getting to Christmas and saying to yourself, next year's going to be different. How is it going to be different if you don't change your behavior? It's going to be the same thing over and over and over till the day you die. And that's so dramatic, but it's true. Like
Yeah.
if I didn't make that decision in February to do something different and change and step out in faith and just try, you're not going to die if you try. You're going to die on the inside if you don't. Like you're just going to tiptoe through life and be like, oh, a little bit is enough for me. No, that's rubbish. You are created for so much more. So you have to be in a place mentally where you just say enough is enough. I
Yeah.
want more. I have all these dreams. I have these desires that need to be expressed, and you have to decide. And I get it. Like family around you, your friends around you are going to tell you that it's stupid, it's a scam. Who does she think she is? Like, what are you trying to do? Like, why do you want $10,000 a month? All of that doesn't matter because nobody is living your life. Nobody is walking in your shoes and feeling what you feel deep down inside. You're feeling lost. You're feeling stuck. You're feeling frustrated. You feel like there's something wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you. All that needs to change is you decide to change and then you take action. Make a decision. I can tell you, I was talking about this to Barry the other day. I said, you know what? It was absolutely petrifying to give you $6,000 to a person in Ireland when I live in the States. I had never heard about you. I never
Yeah.
researched you. I didn't know anything about you, but I felt it was right. Like
Yeah.
this was my time. And I just gave you my money. I was like, help me. And you know what? I invested $6,000 into my life,
Mhm.
and I reaped the benefits quickly, quickly. Like within 6 months, I made $30,000. So
Yeah.
you're going to tell me that it's not worth investing 6 grand to get 30?
Yeah.
Like my
And
husband just bought a $50,000 truck. When you drive it off the parking lot, the value depreciates to 50%.
yeah.
That's not going to bring you success. This house I live in, it's beautiful. It's not going to bring me success. We ourselves can only bring ourselves success because there's power within us. There's no power in this house. There's no power in the car. There's no power in anything else but us. So we have to switch our mindsets and really evaluate like what is in here that needs to come out. So it's just
Mm.
like your life is on the line. This is not a game. This is
Totally. I totally agree. And I think sometimes, we don't see the importance of today. And
yeah.
between now and Tuesday, this is like the most important time of your life, and you're either going to make it or break it, right? So
Yep.
tell us a little bit. I loved your story. There's some people, we've had some questions, I already have taken out some loan finance, or, money is not so readily available. And you were in that situation where, you didn't have that 6,000 hanging out there
Yeah.
available. But tell us a little bit about like how you made a decision and how you got the money, so that everybody knows what it takes really.
Yeah. So in my bank account, I think I had $60 the day I talked to you. And I think in our savings account, there must have been 500, maybe, I don't know. It was less than $800. And after I talked to you and you told me how much it was to invest in this, and I was like, oh shit, well, what do I do?
Yeah.
But I didn't let that stop me. I said, okay, I am a Christian. I believe in God. And when he says, put your faith in me, I'm like, okay, Jesus, I don't know how to do this, but you know that this is right for me. I feel it. I can feel like this fire burning and I can't suppress it. So I made a decision after I spoke to you. I said, I'm doing this. And I started pacing around and I was so committed in my decision. I didn't say, I looked at my bank account. There's nothing in there. Like, how am I going to tell my husband I don't work? I'm a stay-at-home mom. Like, where is this money going to come from? I didn't think of any of that. I didn't give any doubt, any worry to it. I just decided I am doing this. Come hell or high water, I am going to do this in the next 3 days.
Yeah.
And I started pacing and I started demanding the money. I said, God, send me the money. I need it now, like now, today. And I managed to sell my car with no for sale sign on it. I sold my car that I had been holding on to for over a year. I was trying to sell it. And after I sold it, I realized like the power of decision. If I didn't decide, I would have never sold my car. It would just
You
sat
wouldn't
there.
attract the guy who was interested in
I
buying.
wouldn't have attracted the guy, like random stranger out of my neighborhood that just showed up.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have attracted him. The car would have sat. I would have still been stuck. I would have still been miserable. And then after I paid the money, more money started coming in immediately. Immediately, like within the next few days, money started coming in, sales started coming in. And then the rest of the money I needed for the program just all flowed in. I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah.
Where has this money been hiding? But it all started with a committed decision, like committed, not I'll do it when I have money. I'll do it when my child is a little bit older and I can focus. I'll do it when my husband says yes. I'll do it when my family supports me. I'll do it when the stars align. No, none of that happens. None of that happens. I'm telling you. It starts with you. It starts with a committed decision. Like I was prepared to sell this house. Like that's how desperate and serious I was. I don't care about the house. The house can't bring me success. I know I can bring me success. I can buy another house. I can't buy another Megan. There's only one of me. There's only one of you.
That's true.
So like how important is your life? How important are your dreams? How important are your children? Your children are watching you every day, every single day, all day. They're copying you. So,
That's right.
like, this is serious.
And
Very serious.
Megan, share with us a little bit about two things. First of all, you used to hustle to make sales and attract clients, right? You didn't even ask for sale.
No.
And there was someone actually coming up in the video saying, I don't ask for sale enough. And I'm like, that's like Megan.
I know.
Tell us, like,
I was scared of money.
what does it feel like to turn from that
Yeah.
to someone who actually attracts clients? Someone who actually has fun in the business doing lives and people just buy. Tell us a little bit about that.
So I didn't realize I was terrified of money because you have all these stupid beliefs like money is the root of all evil. So you're like, no, don't want it. Don't want it. Keep it away from me. I'm allergic. Keep it away. but not like physically and like audibly saying that, but subconsciously your energy is like pushing it away, right? So even though you're doing lives and you're talking to people, people can feel that you don't really want the money, so they keep it to themselves. So even though you hustling and you pushing and you forcing and you showing up every day, you're not showing up with the right energy, so you repel all the sales, and then you end up frustrated and you're like, but I'm doing all the work, what's the problem? And then when you told me what I was, and also I would never tell anyone the price of anything because I was terrified that it was too expensive and people couldn't afford it. And it's the pandemic. No one wants to buy skincare and lipstick. So I wouldn't tell them anything. And I wouldn't even tell them like where to go buy it, like message me and buy it. I wouldn't say any of it. I didn't even realize it because my beliefs were so strong. And then once I changed my beliefs and forgave myself for that foolishness, the next live I did after changing all of that, I made like $1,000 in 15, 20 minutes. Like it just flowed in.
Yeah, effortlessly.
I was like, what is happening? And
And
then people started messaging me, oh, how do I get that lipstick? How do I get that skincare? Like, do you have a website? I'm like, oh, yeah, I do. And then I started telling people the price, like, oh, this is $60. Oh, this is this. This is my website. This is how you can purchase from me, like effortlessly. And then people would tell their friends about me. And now I just have this big network of customers that order every single day. In my mind before, I was like, people only get paid on Fridays. They'll only order on Friday. People have money every day and they want to buy stuff every day. So I just believe that now, and people pay me money for products every day. So it's just a matter of beliefs. That's all it
totally.
comes down to. And you have to
And
change them.
Megan, tell me, this is so good. Tell me
Mhm.
a little bit about impact on your family. So we have your dad
Yeah.
doing thinking into results. We have your
Yeah.
aunts, your friends, your team members smashing it in their businesses. Tell us a little bit, because I always say when you invest in thinking into results, you're investing in your entire
Yep.
extended family and friends, because whoever is open to it, it will rub off of them. And some of them may even decide to do it. Tell us a little bit about that, because that's my,
Well, so when I first joined, I didn't tell anybody. Like I told my family because I asked them for money and they told me no. And they told me I was crazy for doing this and this wasn't a good idea.
yeah,
But I ignored them and I said, I appreciate your opinion, but I'm doing this. I know this is right for me. So I don't care what you say. And I don't care if you don't give me the money, I'll find it myself. So I did it like against their wishes. My husband just kind of played along because I was so stubborn about it. And like the first 3 months they could see a change in me because I was very, very shy. I wouldn't talk to people. I would keep to myself. Even though I'm a bubbly person, I would just keep it all in and try to restrain myself. So those first 3 months I was like a whole new Megan. And my mom was like, so you've been coming home every weekend sharing, like you're being shouted out on the Facebook pages of your company and you're making all this money. Like, what is going on? And I said, remember that lady from Ireland? Yeah, the one I gave my money to. She's the one that's helping me change. And she's like, oh, really? I'm like, yes, really. And then it just kept like snowballing, and people around me like, Megan's different. What's happening with Megan? Like, she's so happy and she's going shopping every day and she's so bubbly and she's just out and about all the time. Like, what is she doing? And then my dad finally asked me, he's like, so this thing that you're doing, it's working, right? I said, I guess. He's like, I think I want some of that. And I said, okay. And he said, yeah, I think it's time for me to quit my job. What? He, like, I would never in a million years think my dad would quit his job because he loves it so much. But he said to me, he's like, I've been watching you and I feel like in myself there's gifts and things that need to be expressed and I need to make more money. I was like, yes, 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 and I did it without telling anybody. I didn't push it on them, but
Yeah.
they could feel it within me and they could see it from me and my results that they're also capable. So he joined. And then my mom now, she's like, okay, so what is this mirror work? What is this auto suggestion? I'm like, take TIR, then you'll know. And
Love
then my aunt, like in Ireland by you, she's like, what are you doing? You're so different. So I told her, people from back home, they're like, what are you doing? You're so different. Like when you left the country, you were quiet, you were shy, you never spoke on the phone, you never spoke in the shops, you never talked to us. Like, who is this person? And it's just a ripple effect. My child, 2 years old, she walks around singing, and then all of a sudden, she's so cute. She'll go, Mommy, I have an idea. I'm gonna go make this. I'm like, oh my God, it's rubbing off on her. She's so cute.
totally. This is
And
the best
yeah,
legacy you can give,
yep,
Penelope.
absolutely. It's just a ripple effect. Whoever is in your network, whoever you have influence over, they're going to see you and they're going to watch in silence until one day your results explode and they're going to be like, I want some of that. What is that? And
Yeah.
that's what happened with Aaron and Jacqueline. They're like, what are you doing? We see you getting all these promotions and hitting all these goals, and we know you. Like, you're shy. You don't even make sales, but who are you now? Like, it's that
So,
Irish lady.
so Megan,
So funny.
we could listen to you for an hour.
I
I
know you
think
gotta go.
you're just, I just love your energy, but I do need to get to questions.
I know you do.
I'm
Let
going
me
to ask you one last question.
Mhm.
The surprising impact of thinking into results is you discovering your real purpose. Share
Yeah.
with us what that is and how did you discover it? Because some people, we've had some questions yesterday. Okay, we know you can help people make 10K per month and run businesses successfully, but like I'm in a job and I don't even know what I want to do in my life. Tell us a little bit about your discovery and what do you do now? Your next life goal.
Okay, so I swear I was gonna be with Senegens till the day I died because I love our company so much. And I was like well on my way to hit like top sales in the company, like easily, because the goals I was setting, to me, they felt small because I was just surpassing them so fast. I'm like, I'm gonna be in like top of the company within like by September, this past September. But then I started, like, my focus started shifting and God was like leading me in a different place. And I was like, wait. I love Senegens. Where are we going? What's happening? And the more lives I did, the more I interacted with people, I could see it now clearer that this is a direction I'm supposed to be going in. I love encouraging people. I love lifting them up. I love inspiring them. I love shaking you and waking you up. And I was like, maybe I should be doing what Eva's doing because this is what I love. Like, I love people so much. And I can't like give you this lipstick and say, here, put this on. Oh, and go change your mindset and you can have more and greater. They'll be like, what are you talking about? How do I do that? So like after I started working with you as a success advisor, I started getting like in that environment. I'm like, this is where I need to be. This is where I need to
Yeah.
be. So I just decided, and I kind of procrastinated for 2 months because I was terrified. Like, Megan, a mentor? I don't know that, Megan. Like that's a scary thought. And you kind of kick me in the butt. You're like, come on, you're made for this. Do it. And I just decided, I was like, okay, I'm going to do it. I don't care how much it costs. The money will come. It's always here. And I just decided. So now I am I am officially a Bob Proctor consultant for PGI. Oh, it's so amazing. It's
And
so
I just know you're
really
gonna be
amazing.
right at the top with me, because
I see it. Yeah.
that's who you are. So listen, this has been so precious. Thank you so much. This is final contribution from Megan before she goes out there in the world. And Megan, last question.
Mhm.
There's people looking at us right now, and I mean, should I do it? Should I not do it? I think you've said so much, and your experience. I can't believe that it was only February.
Yeah.
What's changed? But just what would be your final words for everybody considering, should I click that button and join this weekend?
Do it. Do it. Like, honestly, think about it. You're going to spend $6,000 in the next 6 months anyway. You're going to spend the time doing whatever nonsense you're doing, watching Netflix, scrolling through Facebook and Instagram. And none of that is going to bring you success. If you just step, just a tiny step forward and do it, click the button or talk to Eva, can you imagine where your life will be 3 months, 6 months, 9 months? This is only my 8th month, and I am a whole new shiny penny with
You
more
have
money
a
in my bank
different
account.
profession.
And I discovered my purpose along the way. Who
Yeah.
knew? It's
Yeah.
not something I picked. I just discovered it in this journey.
Mhm.
After like suppressing all this amazingness for so long, you start like unfolding yourself. Like, what is more important than you? Nothing. There's no material thing, there's nothing on this planet that is more important than you. Time and money are poor excuses. Everybody has an hour and everybody has money to do the things that they truly want to do. So if you truly want change in your life, this is where you need to be. You are not here by accident. You didn't spend 5 days for nothing because you got nothing else to do. You got other stuff to do. So just make a decision. Money is not the issue. Money is always here, it's always there. You have to call it and you have to be serious. Just
Yeah.
do it. Like, what's the worst that can happen? You change and you get more money. I'm
Love
just
it.
saying.
Thank you, Megan. Listen, this has been so good. Thank you so much, Megan, and all the best
Yep,
as a
yep, yep.
consultant. We are friends. We're going to keep in touch. But thank you
Yeah,
so much for what you've done today. Because I know and I really hope that there will be at least one person out there who will be like, you know what? I'm not going to settle. I'm actually going to click that button as a result of our conversation. So thank you. Have
absolutely.
a
You're
beautiful day.
welcome.
It was 8 a.m., guys,
I
Eastern.
know.
Megan did it right after Thanksgiving. So thank you so much. Have
You're
a beautiful
welcome.
day, Megan.
Bye.